On Thursday night, a mixture of kids and adults converged on the factory at Franklin's Jameson Hall to celebrate the Boys and Girls Club's annual steak and burger dinner. Charitable adults in attendance paid a $125 ticket fee to dine on hamburgers, while the kids of the club feasted on steak instead. This charity dinner reversal has been celebrated by the Williamson County Boys and Girls Club for 26 years.
When the kids get steak and the adults get their food like that. That goes in the potato.
But the kids weren't there just to eat. They actually played an important role in the post-dinner ceremony. The MC for the night was a 10-year-old girl named Ariana, and the entertainment was provided by a 16-year-old singer from Fairview, both of whom were members of the Boys and Girls Club.
We are Boys and Girls Club members.
I am Ariana Bentley, your mistress of ceremonies for the evening. Tonight we have a special program planned for you. Not only will you be hearing from my fellow club members, but you will get to hear from Papa Joe Bradford. This is not all though. For tonight we will also honor a very special woman who means a lot to me and my fellow club members.
The first speaker, Jamise Lurches, is a Boys and Girls Club alumnus and 1997 Youth of the Year. She graduated from Tennessee Technological University after getting a full-ride scholarship. She spoke to the kids on Thursday night about always having a good attitude in order to achieve great things.
Have you ever heard attitude is everything? Well, let me just tell you, attitude is everything.
Next, the Ed Moody Award was presented to Peggy Smith for her dedication to the children of the Williamson County Boys and Girls Clubs. Smith had become a favorite among the kids, who referred to her as Miss Peggy, or PB&J Lady, because of her willingness to drop whatever she was doing to make a sandwich or meal for a child. At the conclusion of the event, following a live auction for fundraising, the keynote speaker, Papa Joe Bradford, a Nashville volunteer who became a father figure for many inner-city youth in Nashville, spoke to the crowd about championing the cause for children, and recounted his own story of how he became an unlikely advocate for kids.
When the producers came to me and said, well, Papa Joe, say this, say, Papa Joe. Let me hear you now. Papa Joe.
Papa Joe.
I am a champion. That's what you are to these children. All the kids are in the Boys and Girls Club. Raise your hand and say, Papa Joe. Let me hear you now. Papa Joe. I am a hero. Because you have champions in your life, you can be a hero. One day on the way home, this child and her dad took a different route. And the child saw her dad, unfortunately, be to death in front of her. And that was my orientation into the lives of the children in the inner city. The child comes up to me and she falls in my arms. She said, Mr. Joe, I just lost my dad. I didn't know what it meant to have the weight of children on me. I'm like, Lord, what is this? I know I'm not a champion yet. There's no way. Why? Is there a purpose why this child is in my arms? 2 weeks later, my wife and I are asked to do a choir because we do music together. We're worship leaders. We were asked to do a choir of inner city children. I'm here with the choir, right? Why is this child be? Well, my wife comes over, we pray for the child. We have the children eating lunch. The child's little sister walks up to this side and says, will you be my dad? Well, I'm thinking she's kidding with me. Her best friend hears it and walks up to the other side and says, will you be my dad? Before I knew it, 30 to 40 children are surrounding me. Will you be my dad? Will you be my dad? Will you be my dad? I'm looking at the guys in here, thinking about these children as they look at you. Will you be my dad? Will you be my dad? I didn't know what to say. They didn't ask me for my qualifications. They didn't ask me if I was a good dad. They didn't ask me if I knew anything about being a dad. I had to call off rehearsal. The next week I come back. They said, Mr. Joe. I said, no. My name is Papa Joe. And from then I've been Papa Joe to kids now all over the world. But I am not alone.